Hey guys, this is my tutorial video for Andy Mckee's song Blue Liquid. I made a cover of this song and put it up on YouTube back in the fall, and a bunch of people asked for a tutorial video, so here it is. Hopefully you guys find this helpful. A few preliminary things to get out of the way. A bunch of people have also asked what I use to record the song, so I'll go through that really quickly. Pretty simple. I used this Rode NT4 microphone, an NT2 microphone, and the direct line into my Taylor guitar. This is a Taylor 114 CE. And then my brother mixed and mastered it through Cubase to get the final product. Another thing I wanted to get out of the way was what I'm going to show you guys is my way of playing Blue Liquid. I mimicked a lot of what Andy does, but I also took a lot of shortcuts here and there, so it's not a perfect cover of what he plays. And I'll point those areas out to you here and there throughout the video so you guys are aware. So the first thing to take care of then is the tuning for this song. It's supposed to be played on a baritone guitar. If you don't have a baritone guitar, that's totally fine. I don't have one either. It transposes really nicely into a standard guitar. So basically what you're going to have to do is tune from standard tuning. The E goes up to an F. I've got the tuning somewhere here. The E goes up to an F, the A goes down to a G sharp, the D goes down to a B flat, the G goes down to a D sharp, the B goes down to a G, and the E goes way down to a B flat. So pretty crazy tuning, but you get this really nice open chord. So yeah, that's the tuning. I'm going to split this tutorial video up into 5 sections. The intro, which is the same as the outro, the verse, the chorus, the post-chorus, and then that bridge riff, which is sort of an extension of the post-chorus. And at certain points throughout the video, I'll zoom in and slow down what I'm playing and show what I'm playing each hand individually so you guys can sort of play along with the video, and hopefully that helps. So yeah, enjoy. So the intro is it's a really cool intro. It's really fun to play. It's probably one of the easier parts of the song. Not to say that it's easy at all, but it's one of the easier parts of the song in my opinion. It's a lot of harmonics and percussive hits, and once you build that into your muscle memory, it becomes largely automatic and you can just play it. So you're going to start on the 12th fret harmonic here. I'm picking the 6th string, the 4th string, and then I'm hitting the harmonics on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string while simultaneously using my wrist to get that percussive hit right above the sound hole. So sort of like this. Like that. And then a little percussive hit there. And then this sort of roll, what I just do is I use my thumb and then roll my hand or my fingers across the top of the sound hole here, and then use my thumb for those 2 slaps. So, and that harmonic there is on the 7th fret, so I'm hitting the 7th fret harmonic on the 5th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. And again, I'm also using my wrist to sort of get that percussive hit as well. So I'll play it slowly for you guys to follow along. So it should sound something like this. So the verse. This verse is so fun to play. It's probably my favorite part of the song. I couldn't stop playing it once I learned it. So the right hand is going to be doing a lot of picking harmonics, while the left hand is going to be doing a lot of hammer-ons and pull-offs. So to start with, you're going to be picking harmonics on the 12th fret here, on the 6th, 5th, and 4th string. And meanwhile, your left hand is going to be doing this. So together that's... And then the next part is you're picking the 12th fret again on 5th, 4th, and 3rd string. And your left hand is going to be hammering on the 7th fret here on the 2nd string. And then you do that reach over thing where you tap the 2nd fret here. and your left hand then is going to be doing a little hammer-on and pull-off riff here. So 8, 7, open, 5 on the 3rd string to 7. So like that. And then you're going to be doing another similar riff to the way we started off the verse. So the right hand is going to be picking the 12th fret on 5th, 4th, and 3rd string, and the left hand is going to be doing this. So together, that's. And then from here, you're on the 9th fret here, or sorry, the 7th fret rather, and you're picking the 12th fret harmonic. So that's on the 4th, 3rd, 1st, then 2nd string. And then you sort of walk back up the fretboard on the 12th fret harmonic like this. So I'll play that entire part slowly for you guys, and then I'll zoom in on each hand so you guys can see closely what I'm playing exactly. So that pretty much does it for the verse. One important thing that I want to mention, it's really important that you guys remember to do, is to try to let notes ring out as long as possible and not to mute notes inadvertently. I do this a few times throughout my cover, and I cringe every time I hear it because it really takes away from the verse when you're muting notes inadvertently and when it's supposed to ring out and get that nice blend of the right hand riff and the left hand riff. So for example, like I do it quite a bit in my cover when I'll do something like this. You see how this hammer-on, the 5th fret, got muted while I played these harmonics? It's really hard not to do that because your hands are sort of flying all over the fretboard, you're reaching over, and while your left hand's doing hammer-ons, you're picking harmonics really close to strings, so it's really difficult not to do it. So it's understandable, but you know, it really takes away from the verse when you're muting those notes, as opposed to when you keep it separately. I didn't even do it there, but like that, you know, it's much nicer to have it ring through. So that's really the most important thing I would have to say about the verse. Yeah, so that pretty much does it. So on to the chorus. Okay, so the chorus. A disclaimer right off the bat is I don't play the chorus right. I know exactly what it is I do wrong. I know exactly what it is I'm supposed to do, but I just can't do it. It's that little part at the beginning of the intro when he does this sort of like palm muting, chugging riff thing, and I can't do it. I've tried so many times. I looked at a bunch of different videos. I can't do it. There are a few people who do it really well that I've seen put covers up on YouTube. This one guy, I think his name is like Edel Moan Swank or something like that. I'll post the link to his cover in the description section here. He does it really nicely, so if you're watching this, good job, buddy. So yeah, watch that video if you want to learn how to do it properly. The part I'm talking about in particular is the part where he's like this. That little chugging part there, he does something that I can't mimic. So what I do is I do a little cheap substitute where I take my index finger and I wag it sort of along the 6th string and palm mute it like that. It doesn't sound nearly as good, but it's just something. It's something. So anyways, so the chorus. So what you're gonna do is you're starting on the 3rd fret here, and then you're hitting the 7th fret harmonics on the 6th and 5th string, and then the 12th fret harmonics in the 4th and 3rd. And then walking up the fretboard here, that's on the 7th fret harmonic, and then the 12th fret harmonics that we played before, and then to the 5th fret here, that's the same harmonics that we played before. So what I'm doing here is hammering on 9 to 10, and then the 12th fret harmonics I'm playing the 4th and the 3rd string, and then I'm coming down here and hammering on to 2 while playing the 7th fret harmonic on the 4th string. And then I'm hammering on here with my pinky on the 4th fret. So altogether it should sound something like this. Okay, so the post-chorus bit requires sort of the same technique that I was showing you guys in the intro, where you're sort of slapping, you're hitting the notes while at the same time getting that percussive hit right above the sound hole. So played slowly, it sounds like this. That's pretty much it. It's a pretty short riff, and some things to keep in mind here. One or 2 points wrote here. I wrap my thumb around to hit the 6th string. I find it easier. I'm not too sure if Andy does it. I haven't paid attention that closely, but that's the way I learned it. You guys can feel free to do that if you find it makes it easier for you. So. And then it goes back into the verse. So I'll play it one more time slowly. Wait, how does it start? Okay, so the bridge is probably the part that I found the most difficult in this song, just because the rhythm is I found it a little bit wonky, so it just takes some getting used to. So anyways, you sort of go into it the same way the post-chorus, which we just went through, that whole riff. Instead of hitting this harmonic, Andy does this. So I'm doing I'll play it really slowly here. Then from there it goes into this cool little harmonic hammer-on pull-off riff here. So the right hand is going to be doing this along the 7th fret. That's on the 6th, 5th, 4th, and 3rd string. And the left hand is going to be doing this. So together. So the rhythm, this is sort of the reason why I found it difficult. The rhythm's a little bit weird, I found. You're going to want to hit this 7th fret harmonic at the same time you're hitting this 5th fret here on the 2nd string. And similarly, you want to be hitting this last harmonic at the time you're pulling off on the 1st string. So with the left hand, you're playing on the 4th fret, sliding up to 5, and then 3rd fret on the next string. So 3, 5, and then 4 open. So that's the first part. The second part is this exact same rhythm, just different hand formation. So I'm going to be doing this with the right hand. Yeah. Right, so I'm going to be doing that with the right hand. Meanwhile, the left hand is going to be doing this. Oh, sorry. Right, so sliding from 5 to 7, and then 5 on the next string, 7, and then 7 on the 1st string, pull off to 5. Like that. So it's the exact same rhythm as the other one, just different hand formations. The part that really screwed me up was Andy does this little like slide to pull off thing that I got intimidated about, but it really shouldn't intimidate you. It's just the exact same rhythm, just so long as you keep in mind those points where the right hand and the left hand are supposed to sync up, like where the harmonic hits the same point where you're pulling off. It's pretty easy once you get that, wrap your head around that. So it's like this. See, so I'm just sliding from 4 to 5 to pull off. Like that. And similarly on this one, I'm going 7 to 8 to 5. Like that. Yeah, so that's those two little riffs there. And then the next thing he does here is, again, you're going to be doing more picking with your right hand and pull off and hammer-ons with your left hand. So for this one, your right hand is going to be doing picking on the 12th fret on the 2nd string, then the 4th string and 3rd string, while your left hand is going to be doing this. So that's 7, 5, 4, 5 on the 2nd string. Together. Sorry. I can't get it. Like that. So your harmonic, your first harmonic is going to sync up with hammering on to the 7th fret here. And then your last two harmonics are going to sync up with the last two notes of that riff. Like that. And then the next one, the harmonics, right. It's these three harmonics, so on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th string, and your left hand is going to be doing this. So 5, 4, 5 on the 2nd string, and then pulling off the 1st string. Like that. And then the second time around, I think it's like every other one, rather than doing that with the left hand, you're just going. So it's just, with the left hand, it's 5, 4, 5. and with the right hand you're picking the 12th fret harmonics on the 3rd, 4th, 3rd, and then the 1st. Like that. So, yeah, so that pretty much does it for that section. The one thing, before I zoom in and show you guys each hand individually, the one thing that I would caution you about, I do this in my video here and there. I try to avoid it as much as possible, but for the parts where, these parts right here, your hands are going to be playing very close together in terms of the distance between the strings. So it's important to try to keep your hammering on 7 without touching the 2nd string there, because that's where you're plucking the harmonic. You don't want to inadvertently mute that harmonic. And another thing that sometimes I have trouble with, again with that same riff there, sometimes I'm using my ring finger here both for the 6th string and to hammer onto the 1st string. So sometimes I'll be a little too hasty and sort of pull off and get that sort of ugly F note right in the middle of that riff, and it sounds really weird like this. You see how I get that sort of ugly note? If you watch the video, you'll catch it. I do it a bunch of times, and it's stupid. So yeah, that's something to look out for as well. So now I'll zoom in and show you guys each hand individually, and I'll play it slowly so you guys can get a better sense of what I'm playing. So that pretty much does it for me, guys. I hope you found this helpful. If there's something that I missed, that's something that you guys had a question or comment about, feel free to make a post on this video, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. A few last words of advice. If you guys are really serious about learning this song, you should pick up the tab book for Joyland. It's like 20 bucks or something on Andy's website, so it's an amazing deal. You get the entire you get the tabs for the entire album, and take a closer look at parts of Blue Liquid that you don't quite understand, or something that you want to work on a little more closely. And in addition, you get the tabs for other amazing songs. I'm working through Never Grow Old, and it's amazing. So yeah, it's like 20 bucks, super cheap. Download the album, buy the album, and download it. And just sort of, if you're anything like me, you'll obsess over Blue Liquid forever, and you'll just get consumed by it, and you'll learn it, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm also going to post in the description page some of the covers that I used to sort of work on mine. So some of the covers that I mentioned throughout this video are posted in the description page, along with the cover that I did, and that's posted as well. And finally, the version of Andy playing it that I used, that I thought was the most helpful to learn as well. So all that's posted in the description page, so feel free to look around and educate yourself a little better on how to play. So good luck, and yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions or comments. Hope you found this helpful. Take care.